Okay, final round here. We don't have a green mana yet, but I'm hoping we can find one, because otherwise we have a pretty good hand here, actually. We do have a lot of self-mill, but I think we play the Mire first. Oh, we got our green mana. All right. We play the Mire first for deck thinning anyway, probably. Maybe not, actually. I want my Skullkeeper to hit lands, so I think it's actually better to play the blue mana and pass. And Skullkeeper into Loxodon, hopefully, ideally, into the Soothsayer at some point, but see if that happens. His 2-drop is a Battle Brawler, which potentially is going to be a 3/2 first strike on turn 3, which is certainly problematic. Let's see what we hit off of this Skullkeeper. Swamp and a Bitter Revelation. All right, well, fine things. Actually, not fine. Now our Bloodstained Mire doesn't hit anything. That's unfortunate. We only are running 2 swamps, so that's going to pose some issues. Or am I running 3 swamps? Now I need to look. Nope, 2 swamps. All right. Well, could pose a problem. We are going to block if he attacks. All right, he doesn't have a play. That's nice. Guess that we swing with Skullkeeper and play the Heir of the Wilds. Turning that Bloodstained Mire off was kind of a bummer. Alright, so he's got a Sky Captain now, which lets him get in for some first strikey action. Let's see what we can draw here. Crippling Chill. Well, that's actually a good one. I think we chill the Sky Captain and try and stay on the offensive. I like it. Wonder if leaving the green up is smarter. I guess it doesn't really matter. Well, here's another black mana, but not exactly the mana I'm looking for at the moment, admittedly. Could have also Revelationed there, but... Alright, so he's got his red mana now. Ascendancy, well, that's going to pose some problems. Villainous Wealth, well, not exactly what I'm looking for at this moment. So, he's going to swing next turn and get 2 more tokens. I don't think I can maintain my plan anymore, so I think we just swing with the Skullkeeper. He's got 3, well, I guess I need the Skullkeeper in case he has removal, so we'll play the Loxodon. Yes, I could Bitter Revelation here, but I think it actually seems better to just sort of chill. Sky Captain's going to get in, but so be it. Alright, it's actually not the worst. Alright, I think we're actually reasonably okay. Could have a trick here, but I don't think I can't really comfortably play around a trick. So, oh, he's got more? That's not good. To my face. That's pretty horrifically bad for us. All right. Well, that's, as mentioned, horrifically bad, but horrifically bad things happen, I guess. Let's see. How do I avoid this? How do I mitigate damage? I can't. I think I'm dead. I think I have to. Jump plus block here, and then I take 5. Man, that was horrifically bad. So I have Villainous Wealth for 3. Is it even worth showing him? What's the best I could get that would even save me? I don't even think there's anything. I'd almost rather not show him Villainous Wealth. Doesn't really change anything if I do, though. I think it's our only shot. I mean, I have no other out. So it's either I just take the concession or I hope to get lucky and see some more cards. Well, it works. I did cast another spell this turn. It's kind of funny. So still dead, but that was at least an interesting one. So what am I going to do in round 2? I guess I'm taking out a Bitter Revelation again. We managed to somehow play, I feel like, an aggressive deck all 3 rounds. Is that right? It feels like the format just got aggressive, and granted that's based on a pretty small sample size, but I feel like I just really don't play mid-range anymore. It's pretty much just aggressive Mardu builds or Abzan. So yes, we got beaten in horrific fashion. That was pretty bad. Gonna have to come up with a good strategy here in round or game 2. So let's dump a Revelation because I can't really afford to take all that life loss. Let's ambush seems good again. What else can I do? A flock maybe. We have decent blockers already. Can't really cut the Villainous Wealth. That's too good. Flock to block his 2/2 flyer. It's probably not necessary. Reality Shift to deal with something that we haven't seen yet. Probably not that good. We have the Charm already for his Ascendancy. I think we keep the rest the same. Just try this. We'll play first. Yeah, this hand's fine. Not amazing, but playable. We could just draw more lands and lose right away, but I think it's worth trying. Opponent mulls and keeps it 6. I mean, I could also draw to discard, which I don't really want to do that much, but it is an option. It's almost like draw to discard too, though, because you lose your charm as well. All right, well, it's a good draw. At least is a good out for his potential 2-drop here. No 2-drop, all right. Embodiment. You know what? I'll play it. I'd definitely kill any morph I see. Yeah, I'm going to kill that. Actually a fine draw. Kumar Bonkin is certainly a good one to take out. So next turn we get Crew Shock. Falconer is fine. We can Sultai Charm that at some point, though. if I need to. Loxodon's a fine draw too, but let's get our Crew Shock down. It's a bigger boy. So next turn we can morph Loxodon plus Cracker Embodiment, which is going to let us unmorph it the following turn. Citadel Siege. So let's see which one he does. Probably does cons. He did choose cons. All right. Should be able to theoretically race here. Right, he's not interested, which is interesting. That makes me want to... I could charm the Citadel Siege. Let's Crippling Chill the Falconer, but then I have to draw blue mana to charm the Citadel Siege. I think we just swing with Crew Shock, see if he trades. I mean, he's offering the trade. That's interesting. Let's charm the Siege. Granted, we're leaving him with a guy that might be tough to deal with, but still think this could pan out better for us. And then we're going to crack our Embodiment to find a second blue source, I guess, or maybe, well, guess a second. Well, we already have a second blue source, so I'm not sure. All right, now he's swinging. War Shrieker plus something, maybe. It's a lot of War Shriekers. Pretty good mulligan on my opponent's part, no doubt. All right, let's crack this. Let's find a... guess Swamp, since we already have 2 blue, but I don't know. Alright, so I can hard cast my Loxodon now. I think that we chill the... He has 1 card left. Let's cast the Loxodon and chill on his turn the Falconer. I could chill his War Shrieker, but I'm not going to. I think we're just going to chill his Falconer. Alright. Well, lands build towards a villain as well, so I guess no major issues there. Bloodstained Mire. Guess might as well deck thin a bit. Let's get in with our Morph Dude. Yeesh, kill shot. Deflecting Palm, yeah, it's pretty bad. So, taking a lot of damage from my own guy, which is a problem, but I think next turn is the Magic Villainous Wealth turn, so we've got that going for us. Alright, taking a lot of damage. He's tapped out though, which is good. Still cracking it. Might be dangerous, but we'll see. Alright, let's hit him. So we get the magic number here. Hopefully it's enough to kill him somehow. Well, that is not enough, but it's still good. We have a blocker now for his falconer, which is nice. So he can kill us here if he has removal for both of our guys. All right. Villainous Wealth for the win in game 2. Very nice. Our opponent's got some good rares. Citadel Siege is a great one. Deflecting Palm is very good. It's got good uncommons and commons. Certainly not a chump match at all. Whisk Away seems better now because he's got the Outlast as well as counter effects. So Whisk Away instead of Crippling Chill is an option, but Crippling Chill card draw is very tough to deny. I want more flying killers. I can do the archers, maybe over Formless Nurturing, but it's not much toughness. It's a big issue. Maybe it is better than Nurturing, though. I don't know. If he has debilitating injury, it's certainly not better, but getting a little bit of flight protection seems relevant against him. Kind of want to bring Whisk Away in. I know it seems weird, but he seems pretty offensive, so being able to get rid of an Outlast guy could just be huge. A huge tempo-y sort of thing. Maybe I cut the Ethereal Ambush. I like the idea of it in essence, but kind of want my curve to be lower too. Rite of Undoing actually doesn't seem all that bad. I feel like Boone could do some blowout plays, but it's tough. I still think the Whisk Away is really good here for the Outlast. Alright, I guess we're trying it like this. His bolster guys are a big deal. Oof. All 3 lands, but no early plays. I think I keep it. I know it seems ridiculous, but problem is if I don't keep and if I don't mull well, like, it's tough. It really is debatable whether this hand is good enough. The reason that I thought it was is because the Crippling Chill draws me a card. Villainous Wealth clearly isn't a card you want in your opener, but it's like an actual viable thing if I can survive long enough. Yeah, it's certainly not the 2-drop I wanted to see, but let's see what we can draw here. All right. Archers are something at some point. Don't want to see Ascendancy. All right. Falconer's still pretty bad, but we're going to accept it. So I guess the plan is Crippling Chill. Excuse me. Now it's Parapet. Four cards left in my opponent's hand. At least have a blocker for the Battle Brawler. Alright, just Outlast is perfectly acceptable. That's his best play. Still has another follow-up play, which is worrisome, but not the end-all be-all. I do kind of want the archers now, but archers trade with Falconer. I think I want a crippling chill, actually. Or whisk away. But crippling chill draws me a card, which I think is better. So I think I'm going to do the chill. So we're going to chill the Falconer and then block the expert. Alright. Jesus Christ. Well, that's unfortunate. Opponent had a hell of a hand. So, my not ideal keep versus his absolutely bonkers, I have a million creatures and it's turn 5 play is not playing as ideally as I would have liked, believe it or not. Guess the archers now to block his Hewed Stone retainers, or, well, yeah, he's just got too many dudes. I don't know what else to do. So my keep turned out to be just very bad. But it was reliant on our opponent not having a nutty draw. Huh. Certainly wanted him to miss here, but can't hope for your opponent to missing every single time. Dousing Plume, which does nothing. Ugh. So bad. So bad. Does nothing. Does nothing. Alright. I guess we're going to whisk away Hewed Stone retainers, since there's a chance he can't cast it. Just taking so much more damage than I can afford to. So much more damage than I can afford to. So don't block, bounce that, take 5, 10 damage. It's just so much more damage than I can ever afford to take. So I can block Bonkin plus Douse and Gloom. Maybe that's actually the best. Then I at least gain a little bit of life. Still taking just way too much. but it might be my only viable play here. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Probably should have waited on that, but I'm just so horrendously far behind. Yeah, Bitter Revelation. At this point, I'm going to say it. The worst draw I could have gotten is Bitter Revelation. Just the worst draw. I would rather draw a land than draw Bitter Revelation there. So I can Villainous Wealth for 4. Think I'm dead otherwise, right? Do this, whisk away, still take 5. So yeah, I've got literally nothing left. So my keep could not have been more punishing versus my opponent's what my opponent had. Well, guess now I wish I'd done it post combat, but whatever. Since I have to, I guess, attack at this point. Just immediately die to Mardu Ascendancy. Immediately die to a lot of stuff, I suspect, so I don't think it's going to pan out well for us. I feel like I've played against nonstop aggro, though, in this format since Fate Reforged came up. I don't know if that's true or not, but it really does feel like nonstop aggressive decks, so maybe just gear my decks for the future just towards... Huh. Guess he kills both of it, but... And I have to attack with Valley Dasher, yeah. So I need to take a land off of this to survive. Oh, the Valley Dasher is going to kill me? Well, I see. Still die to his flyer, unfortunately, so definitely disappointed. If I could go back, I would mulligan now, but that's just based on the fact that my opponent could not have, really could not have curved out better this game, and we kept a lackluster hand, so unfortunate, but really no one to blame but myself for that, so lesson learned. An aggressive format, I know that from now on. Just a hyper-aggressive format, I think. Could be, like I said, small sample size, but we're up to like 11 drafts now or something. So we're up to 11 drafts now, and I do feel like I've been playing against nonstop aggressive decks. Is that not true? Has there been a couple mid-range? I really do feel like it's been just an onslaught of aggressive decks nonstop. So whether or not that's true remains to be seen. But this was still a really sweet deck. But we got punished by the double Bitter Revelation just because of how aggressive this format is. So I don't know if I can ever really afford to play 2 of them. We came close to decking ourselves a couple times. We've made some serious punt errors. I won't say we. Me, Alex Stephenson, made some horrific decisions in round 1. Cost me game 1, possibly, but at least we had the nice climactic finish with Villainous Wealth and Ugin, which is pretty insane. Round 2 was certainly close, aggressive match once again. Round 3, aggressive match once again. So I guess I'm going to start making decks that have a better, I guess, early game plan. I don't know. Actually, ours had a decent early game plan, so I don't know why we had so many problems with aggro. It was probably just because of that really bad keep I had in game 3. So I also need more life gain. If you're going to do Bitter Revelations in multiples, you really do need some life gain. We just didn't have a lot of it. So overall, sweet deck. Wish we could have won it, but you can't always get what you want. So we'll see you for the next one.